Hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nick. This is You Don't Scare Me, and today I'm going to be debunking the videos contained within top 6 scary ghost videos that are profoundly unnerving. This one actually says ghost videos in the title, which means that we won't be watching tornadoes and stuff. Let's do it. In case you didn't see it, which I'm pretty sure you did, because it was the only thing moving in that static shot, it's the spider here on the right side of the screen. It's a spider on a web.
A few people in the comments suggested that this is merely a spider web in front of the camera.
Bingo!
But if that were the case, then why does it seem to move behind the table?
It's not. When a static shot, when a scene changes very little or not at all, a camera will typically pause all the parts of the scenes that aren't changing. Like if this was a security camera and I was sitting here, it would pause this and it would pause this, and nothing would be updated in that image until something moves in it. And when it does, you'll expect to see kind of like ghosting or clipping. That's what's happening here.
Feel free to let me know what you think. Number 2. A woman named Stephanie moved into a new home with her family a few years back. As they settled in, they stumbled upon something strange. Tucked above every doorway in the house were small clusters of crystals. No one had mentioned them, and they definitely weren't part of any decor. Slightly unnerved but curious, they left them untouched, figuring they were placed there for a reason, maybe even as a form of protection. Then late one night, the motion-activated camera on their back porch captured something that left the entire family deeply unsettled.
Okay, so what you're saying is the crystals had no bearing on the video that we were about to watch. Just a random anecdote. Hey guys, there's crystals above the doorways. And check out this person who's walking through my backyard one night. What the fuck do the crystals have to do with anything? Oh, so terrifying. A person was taking a shortcut through my backyard and they managed to walk into and out of the IR range of my camera. The camera is blasting IR out into the backyard, okay? It's a line of sight kind of system. They call it LOS or loss. It's a loss system, okay? So it's projecting infrared light out, which the camera can then see the things. Night vision cameras without an infrared light don't work for shit. Okay, so the camera is getting feedback from the IR, but that IR is in a range. It only goes so far. So the person walks into the IR range, and it's almost as if they pop into existence. As long as they're within the range of the IR light, you can see them. Once they leave the range of the IR light, it's like they never existed to begin with. The camera will not be able to take a picture of them, a video of them. It will be as if there's nobody there. But because the backyard because the camera has a big long view of the backyard and it switches between night vision and day vision, as the sun was setting, it got enough information to be able to populate the screen with what it thinks the backyard should look like as the sun goes down. All it really does is just use a system inside to just dim and darken and then gray the backyard. All it's doing is just applying a grayscale filter over top of pre-existing data. It's another way that security cameras can save resources, and the Ring cameras are pretty susceptible to this, especially with the IR range. Nothing outside is casting its own IR. If you really wanted to have proper security of your backyard, might I suggest position a security camera on the railing facing down into the backyard and then get like a secondary infrared floodlight to place on that tree there in the far right corner of your backyard to illuminate the area. It's not visible to the human eye, so it's not going to bother your neighbors, but it'll give you a much better security system input. I'm not sure exactly what happened. Maybe it happened with the original video, but the whole exposition of this was completely discombobulated, so I have no idea what we're about to watch. It's not a ghost video. These are supposed to be ghost videos. I watched it like 15 times. That's curious. It may just be... There's no more to the clip, by the way. It's short. It sucks. It's so short. It's possible that it might be like an optical illusion due to all the excessive things behind the car as it's turning, the trees and everything. It might have kind of blended the bike into the background. And I remind you that cameras, digital cameras like security cameras and dash cams and everything, they're largely the same, okay? It's a sensor that is interpreting what it's seeing. We've gotten really good at making sure that it sees what we see, but it is still a computer processing binary data, converting it into the picture you see. Computers, cameras, security cameras, and dash cams are just as susceptible to misinterpreting data as we are. So remember, a lot of the times that you see something that's inexplicable on a video, it can just be like just a glitch. It's not a glitch in the Matrix. It's not a bike vanishing before your eyes. The camera no longer sees the bike because the data is muddled. It's also a low resolution, so... As the car is approaching the intersection, the bike is very visible because it has a nice, clear, blue, bright background. As it makes the turn, it enters an area that's mired with a whole bunch of dark browns and blacks. The bike disappeared visually for the camera. It didn't disappear in reality.
You think it's a ghost?
It is a ghost.
Just a wind.
Mate. Must be a ghost.
It's a wind.
No, it's a ghost.
It is neither a ghost nor the wind. It's a crackhead. Occam's razor, guys.
Let's go. Let's fucking go.
There's nothing else there. Yeah. What else could it be?
See? Really?
I told you it was fucking haunted.
What do you think it is? I think it's a crackhead. You know, somebody's got a broom and they're pushing the board off so that they can have like some light inside or some easy access to get in and out of the building.
Okay, I just heard a loud ass banging in the garage while I was pouring my coffee. What the f? Please do not be something weird. I cannot take this shit anymore.
At first,
Okay, so we have a random string. There's no way of proving that your attic or your garage, I'm sorry, which by the way, the garage is it was added after the house was built. You can tell because of the brick wall on the inside and the exterior weatherproof door has the main entrance into the garage. So the garage is an addition to the property. Not that that matters. I don't even know why I pointed it out. It's in my head and I have to vocalize it. But there's no way of knowing if the garage is fully properly insulated from the wind, so it's possible that the wind might have moved the string. So I don't really see anything that's explicitly paranormal yet.
Alrighty. Well, I thought I had the bright idea to shine a flashlight up in there since my phone light wouldn't reach very far. But I got up in there and realized there is a light bulb. So I'm going to show you what I found. If I can make it up here. These are some rickety freaking steps. Oh. That is some kind of a box. And I'm too scared to go get it.
So you're telling me you purchased this house and the previous owners left a random box upstairs in the attic? You didn't know about it? You're telling me you own this house, or at least you live in this house, and there's this massive space, and you haven't looked in it once? I'm pretty sure you should be very aware of what that box is and why it's there, because no normal person would have gone that long without checking out that massive cool-ass space. Especially not a man.
Alright, I'm up here. And light bulb blue. So that's great. Now let's go get the box. Oh, goodness. What do we got going on here? This is sturdy. Alright. Okay. It's a Christmas box.
Holy shit! The box in the attic is a Christmas box? Oh!
There's the handle. Is there another one? Yeah, there we go. Alright, let's see.
Oh, it's a painted picnic basket. I gotta go pick up my wife. If my shirt changed, I didn't finish the video today.
Alright, let's see what's in there. Oh, is that a fucking... There's some shit in there. Okay, dustier now. Okay, there had to be a freaking doll in here.
Back when I was a mover, by the way, it's fucking cold again. It's 6 degrees outside. It's June. It's June in Canada, and it's 6 degrees. The discovery of dolls in the ceiling is one of the most common things that I ever encountered when I was a mover. I was a mover for about 4 years, driving trucks and moving houses and stuff, and other things like medical equipment, oil refinery pieces and shit like that. Just like, actually no, it was 5 years. But that might seem like a small amount of time, but that was 5 years, 12 hours legally a day. But my record for how many hours I worked in 1 week was 127 hours in 1 week. That's in 7 days. Every single day, 15 hours a day kind of thing, right? We find these dolls boxes, old boxes of Christmas decorations and dolls and everything tucked up into the corner. The tenants who own the house, who are moving, they either they owned it and they had completely forgotten because it's been 10 fucking years, or other things. One time I found, we were clearing out a basement, and the basement had this like this common area where the washer and dryer were, but then there was a 3-foot riser into a crawl space area that went in a U-shaped pattern around the supporting column of the extension of the house. And I had to literally crawl on my hands and knees because I'm 6'3" and a bit, like nearly, like I would say I'm 194 centimeters tall. If you're Canadian, if you understand the metric system, or I mean, if you're like 99% of the world, 194 centimeters tall. So crawling through a space that was around 4.5 feet to try to pull out all the boxes and stuff that they had stuck back there for an indeterminate amount of time. Right at the back, there was actually a cold room that you could crawl into through a hatch, and they had put more things in there. But when I opened that thing, they had clown dolls, like 5-foot tall clown dolls, just lining the inside of this cold room. So like some were stacked up. It was like I saw it and I was like, holy shit, I wasn't expecting that. And they said that they had lived there in that house for 29 years. And those dolls were in that cold room since the first year they lived here. They forgot they had them altogether. So if I hadn't have gone into that cold room, the next tenants would have been twice as scared as me.
Oh.
Of course, inside the creepy black box up in the dark, dusty attic was a doll with no eyes.
The doll had no eyes. Big whoop. It's not like the dolls are made with their eyes attached like from the start. The eyes are attached after, so the glue probably failed after a long time. It's so far nothing paranormal's happened.
And just before he flipped it around, you can faintly hear a disembodied child's laugh echo through the attic.
Every voice is disembodied when you can't see the person who's saying it. You know what I mean? You live in a suburban like area. The idea that, by the way, your attic definitely has a ventilation system. It cannot not have a ventilation system. And that ventilation system is most likely just a like 45-degree horizontal slatted like metal plate. There's probably a hole that leads outside. You just have this like metal grate. You can look straight outside with it. It's probably some kid outside. You know?
In the days that followed, the activity in his home seemed to get worse, almost as if tampering with the box disturbed whatever was inside.
The jury is still out on whether spirits exist at all, but the idea that disturbing a doll would suddenly make a ghost be more active than before, that just doesn't seem to make sense to me. I mean, realistically, logically, I mean, not realistically, because there's nothing realistic about ghosts. Logically, if a ghost was attached to a box, it would be attached to the surrounding area around the box, maybe a range depending on how strong the spirit was. It doesn't make any sense to think that if you moved a box, it's not like the dust layer is keeping the ghost inside the box. You know what I mean? There's no charms, there's no seals on the box, there's no like the Japanese, they write the thing and then they slap it on top of a box to like seal it for the spirits and stuff like that. Nothing like that exists. It's a wicker basket that's been painted with Christmas decorations. What makes you think that moving that box is going to disturb the ghost? The ghost is already here. The ghost is already going to be all over the place. There's nothing special about the box. That's option 2. If people don't like the dropped frame theory. Theory, because it's proven. Thanks for watching. If you liked the video, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share this video with your friends so that we get more viewership, and click one of these 2 videos here. Love you. Bye.